Hello, welcome to this video for Oceania. Sorry we haven't been making many videos for you guys lately, but let's take a look at what's happening. So first, let's see some systems. We have this system there in the southwestern Pacific, affecting some rain in New Zealand, and another one bringing some rain to southeastern Australia. So let's see, this system will keep bringing some rain there to parts of southeastern Australia, and even some snow in the mountains there tonight into tomorrow. So they're making this like Friday night, so this must be Saturday. The rain continues into northern Tasmania and parts of southeastern Victoria and New South Wales, like until Sunday. It diminishes on Sunday. So let's see what we have in the near future. So Sunday, it shows like late Sunday into Monday, some more rain for Tasmania and Victoria possible there. And then let's see here, Monday, it shows more rain for Tasmania between Monday and Tuesday. Let's see. And then we start getting this new system in Western Australia there by next Tuesday. So let's see, like Tuesday morning, it starts some rain there, and then because of this new cyclone, and the front continues through Western Australia until like Wednesday. Through Wednesday it's still there, going to South Australia, some more rain in other areas. Then this is already Thursday, still some rain there, more rain into Tasmania by Thursday. Let's see, then next Thursday into Friday, more rain in New South Wales there and parts of Victoria. And then it shows next Friday the 26th we might have some more rain in Central Australia into Saturday too, and then this rain continues into late Saturday into Sunday in parts of New South Wales by next Sunday, and then another system affects southwestern Australia by next Sunday too, some more rain there, and even show some more rain parts of the southern Northern Territory and some other areas by next Sunday into next Monday. So let's see, and it continues there, but the forecast run out here. So let's see the short-term rain accumulation. So just in the next 12 hours, as of Friday night, the 19th of July, we have in the next 12 hours, like until Saturday night, we have some rain in Victoria, more rain for parts of South Australia and northern Tasmania. And let's see, in the next 24 hours until like late Saturday night into Sunday morning, some more rain for New South Wales and Victoria and northern Tasmania until like Sunday morning. And then in the next 3 days it shows more there near Tasmania, not affecting some other parts there, and then even a little bit in southwestern Australia in the next 3 days. And then in the next 5 days more in Western Australia because of the other system, and then it shows some more in other areas there. So next 3 days and next 5 days it increases a little bit for Tasmania, and by the end of the 5-day period it shows some showers there in northern Queensland. So let's see, more there, and then in the next 10 days, let's see, the next 10 days there it shows more for northern New South Wales, that rain I told you in the west, in the Northern Territory, going to northwestern Australia, and some more rain in other areas. So 5 days and 10 days. So yeah, let's see from another model now. Wait, the GFS. So there's that system now between Friday and Saturday, like between today and tomorrow, that rain in South Australia, Victoria, New South Wales, northern Tasmania. And then it keeps going there until like Sunday morning. By Sunday it dissipates, and let's see, by Monday, like Sunday night into Monday, we get more rain in Tasmania, some showers in other areas. Let's see, then by like Tuesday, the 23rd, we start getting the other system in Western Australia, still some rain in Tasmania. And let's see, by Tuesday night into Wednesday, more rain there in Western Australia. It continues. Let's see, it continues through Wednesday into Thursday. Mostly, yeah. So let's see, by Thursday afternoon, we still have some rain in South Australia into Tasmania. Let's see, more rain into southeastern Australia by next Thursday and Friday. And let's see, into Tasmania too, even show some snow by next Friday there. And then by next Saturday, so like Friday night and Saturday, the 26th of July, show some heavy rain for Tasmania there. And let's see, so some scattered showers in the Northern Territory and some other areas. So let's see the difference of the rain accumulation from this other model. The next 12 hours has in South Australia there, in Southern Australia and Tasmania. Next 24 hours a little bit more there, into New South Wales already. The next 3 days a little bit more in those areas, already starting Western Australia. Next 5 days more in Western Australia and Tasmania. The next 10 days it doesn't have as much as the Euro, like in the Northern Territory, but it has mostly in Southern Australia. But there can be some showers and rain in some other areas there. So let's see, for New Zealand now, we have that big system there that's spinning just offshore of New Zealand. So now it's like Friday night into Saturday, there's already a lot of rain in northern New Zealand there. And then the system will keep going to the southeast, and the rain continues in New Zealand until like Sunday morning. And we'll check some rain accumulation soon, but it will be heavier in northern New Zealand. And then we will get that other system coming from Australia by Sunday. And we start getting some more rain and even some thunderstorms in New Zealand by Sunday into Monday, but it's very scattered, no heavy areas of very heavy rain. It's very scattered. Sunday into Monday, still some showers and storms there. And then it continues in the South Island until Tuesday. And let's see, yeah, then it dissipates later. But let's see what happens later. So Tuesday, Wednesday, we might get some rain in southern New Zealand by Wednesday and Thursday. Let's see, nothing big, just some showers. But then by next Friday, we might start getting more rain in like the South Island of New Zealand there. And we get this big cold front there, traversing the South Island into the North Island there, going between like next Friday and Saturday, the 26th and 27th. So more rain for New Zealand there. So and then after that, the forecast ends, but we might get a new system coming off Australia that might come there later by the last week of July. So we have to keep monitoring. But let's see here the rain accumulation just in the next 12 hours until like Saturday night, July 20th. So we might get more northern New Zealand near those areas, and Auckland around 13 millimeters, some areas there of the South Island too in the next 12 hours. In the next 24 hours until like Sunday morning, we get more in the North Island, a little bit more in the South Island. Let's see, next 3 days until like Monday or Tuesday, we get more in the North Island, around 71 millimeters or more in some areas, more in some areas of the North Island. Auckland at 35 millimeters, and then some more in the South Island there. Let's see, next 5 days a little bit more in some areas, and then next 10 days even more. So let's see, next 5 days, next 10 days, but no big weather event coming, but just lots of rain occasionally from these cyclones. So let's see some wind gusts for New Zealand and Australia. So let's see, First, New Zealand, we have those very strong winds offshore there because of this system. Let me see if we have any islands there. Mainly this small island here, but I don't know if anyone lives there. But take a look, in the middle of the ocean, we are getting almost 200 kilometers per hour winds from this cyclone there. Good thing it's not over land. So let's see. We might get some gusty winds like Saturday the 20th in parts of northern New Zealand from the cyclone passing close. Let's see some more strong winds by Sunday because of the other system coming. A little bit gustier in some areas, even in southern New Zealand. By Monday, mainly in the ocean, but we can get some stronger winds in some areas. Then it keeps going. Yeah, nothing big ahead. Just some stronger winds by that island there, by around next Tuesday and Wednesday. And let's see. And earlier than that, some gusty winds in other areas. And then let's see. Next Friday, the 26th, we might get some gusty winds in the south and in some other areas there into Saturday too, because of the other system. So let's see here. So for tomorrow, like today already, because it's later there. So like Saturday the 20th, in parts of northern New Zealand, we might get some winds up to 73 kilometers per hour in some areas. Let's see, 61 for 45 kilometers. It depends on the time of day too, but this is around night and evening, I think. In those areas of northernmost New Zealand shows some 60 kilometers per hour winds, 67, 66. Around Auckland, around 50 wind gusts sometimes, and then it keeps going. Some stronger winds in some mountains there later, by like Sunday morning, around some 72 kilometers per hour. Yeah, and this is mainly it. So let's see for Australia here. So now, as of now, like Friday night, we have a bunch of strong winds in southern Australia because of that cyclone. Might have a lot of large waves and stuff. So especially in those mountains, there's more than 70 kilometers per hour winds possible there. So for Friday into Saturday, those strong winds continue through New South Wales and Victoria on Saturday. And take a look at this like Saturday night, because this time here is in European time, so this must be like Saturday night already. It shows some very strong winds all through New South Wales and Victoria, more than 80 kilometers per hour, 77 kilometers per hour in many areas. So as you go through Saturday night, Sunday, those winds continue near the coast on Sunday and some mountains there until the cyclone leaves there. And in southwestern Australia, we might get some gusty winds from the new system there sometimes, but mainly like next Tuesday into parts of Western Australia, some gusty winds. Like next Wednesday in parts of central southern Australia again, some gusty winds. Especially next Thursday, New South Wales, it shows some really gusty winds there. So sometimes gusty in parts of the Northern Sea there, near Queensland and the Solomon Islands. So let's see some snow here for Australia and New Zealand. So in the next 24 hours, so until like Sunday morning, it shows more snow in these mountains here. I don't even know if that's a mountain, but I think so, because the other areas don't have nearly as much. So it shows some areas there, more than 25 centimeters of snow in those areas there of northeastern Victoria and New South Wales in the next 24 hours, and in Tasmania a little bit there too in some areas. And let's see, the other areas are quite fine. And then in the next 3 days it increases even more there, like more than 39 centimeters of snow in those areas of New South Wales and Victoria in the next 3 days. Like 38 centimeters of snow, a lot of snow coming there. Then the next 5 days, little changes. most of the snow will be between the next 24 hours and 3 days. But then, I know 10 days is far out, but if we put in the next 10 days, we might get even more. So this is in the next 10 days, and by the end of that, like middle to end of the 10-day period, we might get more than 64 centimeters in the next 10 days, but this is a bunch of days, and it's far out. But let's see, in the next 10 days for Tasmania, it shows some 15 centimeters of snow in parts of Tasmania, and just in the next 5 days, a little bit in those areas there, in those mountains. So in the rest of Australia, there's nothing big in terms of snow. And let's see the GFS here, because the Euro always has more snow than the GFS. So let's see. So in the next 24 hours, the GFS also has snow there, and a little bit in Tasmania. And then the next 3 days, it has even more, especially in New South Wales there. In the next 5 days, little changes. The next 10 days, even more. And the GFS especially more for Tasmania in the next 10 days. So let's see for New Zealand, the GFS has like in the next 12 hours some for southwestern Australia there, around 6 centimeters. So this until like Saturday night. The next 24 hours, little changes, but in the next 2 days we start getting a little bit more snow further south, that area there in those mountains, and a little bit further north too, and in some mountains of the North Island it shows some snow too. And then the next 5 days, little changes. Oh my gosh. So this in the next 5 days, little changes, but the GFS is showing like a bunch of snow in the next 10 days. Take a look at this in the next 10 days. More than 114 centimeters of snow in those mountains in the next 10 days. So like between 5 and 10 days. So let's see what the Euro has for this. So in the next 12 hours, the Euro has a little bit more in some specific mountainous areas there. Until Sunday morning, little changes. Some areas with slight probability of more. Let's see there. And then in the next 5 days, the Euro has more for parts of those mountains further south, a little bit more there, especially those central mountains just north of Mount Cook, some other areas there. And then in some further north, in some of these areas here, I don't know if there are any seas there, but in those mountains, a lot of snow, and a little bit in the North Island. So, and I say next 5 days, so now it's like Friday, so this until like next Tuesday. So let's see in the next 10 days. So in the next 10 days, the Euro just has a little bit more for these areas here, around 34 centimeters. So the GFS was going a little bit crazy with that. So this is more realistic in the next 10 days. So let's see here some temperatures, because a part of northern Queensland there had their coldest night in 120 years. I think check the community posts here on YouTube, and you'll see that. So let's see, where is it here? So it's very cold still. So let's see what it feels like in the middle of the night. So I think this is one of the coldest parts of the night. It shows very cold, like 2-5 degrees in Victoria and New South Wales, but especially in the mountains, like 0 -1 degrees in those areas of the mountains there. Let's see, further north to northern New South Wales, 3 degrees, 6, 4 degrees into Queensland, and very chilly in Queensland too, just around 5, 4, 7 degrees there into Queensland. Only northern Queensland is in the 20s. But let's see, the Northern Territory, about 9 and 8 degrees during the night, and if there are any high elevation areas, it might be colder. In Western Australia, very cold too, so around 3 degrees in many areas during the night there, 5 degrees, 4, a little bit better on the coast there, but still cold. Perth around 15. Let's see like the maximum temperatures. So these are like the maximum temperatures. It shows close to 30 degrees northwestern Australia there during the day, 31 in some areas, but it's still cold during the day in New South Wales there in Victoria. Those mountains still like 0, -1. Victoria there's still chilly, and especially those eastern areas of New South Wales, there might be more foothills with colder temperatures. These areas about 14, 16 during the day. In Tasmania, cold to around 2, 9, 8 degrees during the day, especially in the mountains, colder. Depends on where you are. So I know these temperatures fluctuate every day, but if you look at every single day, it will take a huge amount of time. So I'm trying to give you an idea here. So this is the night between Saturday and Sunday. It shows like -1 in Tasmania there, -2 in some areas of those mountains, -2, 0 degrees, 5 degrees, 4, 7, 8 along the coast. In Victoria, it's very cold, especially those mountain areas. More less than 0 degrees, shows around 2 degrees in other areas, 4, 6 degrees. Let's see, in the mountains there around 2, 0 degrees. Further north into New South Wales, northern New South Wales, shows still less than 2 degrees in parts of those foothills, 7, 10 degrees along the coast. Southern Queensland 5, 6 degrees, 5. Let's see, Northern Territory a little bit better, around 13, but still 5 to 6 degrees in the southern areas. Those areas here around 6, 4, 3 degrees. Yeah, so let's see for the next few days what might happen. So generally the same, hotter northwestern Australia during the day and very cold in those areas during the night. But about like between next Monday and Tuesday, it shows very much colder for parts of northeastern New South Wales there, especially in those mountains, like -1 degrees, 0 in kind of those areas of northeastern New South Wales. So be aware. I think there are already, and there will be more frost advisories in a bunch of these areas and everything, and some road snowfall advisories. So let's see, but snowfall mainly in the mountains, there are like road snowfall. And then as the cyclone comes to Western Australia, a little bit colder, you can see the cold from there. Let's see, still very cold in Queensland. No, Queensland, no, what's that? That's New South Wales and Victoria, sorry. And then let's see, so this by next Thursday into Friday, it shows more than -4 in parts of those mountains, -5 next Thursday into Friday. So very cold there. And then it's generally the same as we keep going, but like next Friday and Saturday it might get colder there, up to -6 and everything. So we will keep monitoring this. And for New Zealand, let's see, very cold, especially in the mountains, more than -3, Mount Cook, 1, -1. So very cold, around 6, 2 degrees in other areas, 9, 12 degrees. So let's see, Saturday, and then between Saturday and Sunday, like during the night and early morning, it shows colder there. Some areas up to -8 on the top of those mountains, 0, -4 degrees, 2 degrees, 0, 1, 4 degrees along the coast, 5 further north, 2. Those blue areas like 0 negative temperatures, like 7, 8 degrees further north, 13 in Auckland. Let's see, but very cold in the south there. And then Sunday, let's see, the maximum temperatures might be around 15 in the north, 11, 12, 15, but still cold in the south. The maximum temperatures around 8, 5, 9 degrees. So Sunday to Monday, a little less freezing, but still very cold. Monday to Tuesday, colder in the southwest there. Tuesday, and then like between next Tuesday and Wednesday, it shows very cold for most areas of the South Island there. In some areas in that white there, less than -10 degrees possible, so very cold. Along the coast, like 7, 6 degrees. In those mountains of the North Island, like 1, 0 degrees during the night. Let's see, Wednesday into Thursday a little bit better. Thursday, let's see, Friday. Yeah, so very cold in those areas, but this is just a forecast. It can change, so always know that these temperatures won't be like exactly like it's show here, because it can change, but be aware. Let's see, I showed you the wind before, and generally where there's more wind there are more waves, but let's show you this wave map. Mainly in our southern Australia and New Zealand, there's some higher waves because of this these cyclones during the next few days. And let's see for the rest of Oceania now, because this video is already very long. So let's put rainfall accumulation in the next 5 days. To see here, we might have some showers in Vanuatu, a shower or two in Fiji, but more rain and thunderstorms in the Solomon Islands because they are still in the tropics there. Parts of Papua New Guinea shows more than 300 millimeters in the next 5 days in those areas. So please be aware. Further north, like 123 millimeters. So along the tropical convergence zone, but these areas here are better. Around French Polynesia, some showers possible. A little bit further south too. Let's see, so just some showers there. Let's see, maybe heavier in some areas. So let's see, next 3 days, mainly further south, next 5 days. Let's see, a shower or two in New Caledonia, but almost nothing. And let's see here, some of these islands here, more rain because of the tropical convergence zone, especially that island further north. Tuvalu, some more showers and some rains. Kiribati, some showers, especially in the south and in the north. In the Marshall Islands, more rain, especially in Majuro, around 55 millimeters. And let's see in the next 10 days. So in the next 10 days, it increases a lot for the Solomon Islands, for Papua New Guinea. It increases a little bit for French Polynesia, but not much. For the tropics there, Marshall Islands, Kiribati. And then it increases a little bit for these areas of Fiji, Tonga, but nothing crazy. But the next 10 days is very far out. Let's focus on 5 days. So the next 5 days on the GFS here, it's more showers around Vanuatu. It's showing all that heavy rain that western eastern area of Papua New Guinea. More showers and some storms around the Solomon Islands. Those numbers are the millimeters of rain accumulation. Let's see some showers across French Polynesia in the next 5 days. Let's see a little less across Fiji, but still maybe a shower or two passing by. And let's see this here. So this is the rain map. You can see those heavy rains in Papua New Guinea, some showers passing by the other islands, the tropical convergence zone. And let's see, more showers there eventually in some areas. So yeah, and then like by next Tuesday, it's showing a little bit more rain near Vanuatu and some other areas there, because this area is trying to spin up into a cyclone there. Not tropical because it's winter, but a extra tropical cyclone there. By next Thursday and Friday, it's showing forming just south of Fiji there. So let's see, next Friday into Saturday, it keeps going there. Might bring some more showers and higher waves to some other areas by next weekend. Yeah, and let's see some temperatures in the tropical islands are around the 20s, and in the further south areas there aren't much islands down there, but mainly around the 20s in the tropical islands. New Caledonia maybe cooler during the night, but let's see. Yeah, it's generally fine. Let's see some wind gusts and then we are done, because this video is already huge. So let's see, Sunday we might have some slight gusty winds sometimes, like occasionally in parts of the islands there, around Kiribati and some areas, but nothing crazy. But around Vanuatu, some areas. But by next Wednesday, we start getting those stronger winds near Vanuatu there, because of that cyclone trying to form. Might be gusty around Fiji in some areas as the cyclone goes south there. So be aware later. But everything I said in this video is a forecast and can change. So be ready, be aware always, and be ready for anything. Thanks for watching.